Hey, welcome to my shop and Merry Christmas to you. Wife said she wanted a pretty good sized snowman. So guess what? I made one. Stick around and I'm going to show you how I did it. So yeah, last night my wife and I were watching YouTube, which we always do every night before we turn the lights out. And we happened to be watching some guy making snowmen. And my wife says, well, how come they always make them so small? I mean, this guy was making them, it looked like maybe 5 inches tall, something like that. And I told her, I said, well, I really don't know. It may be this, you know, their wood supply, because everybody doesn't have the wood supply I have. And I said, would you like to have a big one? She said, yeah, that would be nice. I said, well, you got it, darling. Here. This is going to be the body, that's cedar. Now, I don't know, right now I have sort of a vague idea in my head of what I want to do, but when I get this round, I'll know more, so I'll know, you know, whether it's cracked or not, because as you know, cedar's pretty brittle. Okay, you guys have all seen me do centers lots and lots of times, you know, find the center, so I'm not going to bore you with that. But, you know, I do like to mention this. I think it's important. I drill a 1-inch hole in here so my drive center fits in it like that. And, you know, so it don't come out. I mean, yeah, I got a big piece of wood. This is 18 inches long. And you get that sapsucker spinning pretty fast. And if it comes out of there, that could do some damage. So you need to take every precaution possible. And this is a really good precaution right here, because, you know, if that's captured, I mean, something really would have to break for this to come out. So I'm going to put it in there, make sure it finds a little place right there. And we'll see if we can't get it mounted. Right about there ought to work. So that is a big piece of wood, isn't it? Oh well, it won't be the first time I ever done one like that. So I got the slow belt on. Max on this is 1,000. Yeah, I can tell by looking at it, it's going to be a little chumpy here. Well, I'm getting, coming on up, moving this train up, guys. I'm at 500 right there. All right, I'm at 570 and I got a pretty good little bounce. I'm gonna back it off right now. All right, 522 sounds good. All right, here we go. All right. I got 600. Whoa. Okay, decision time. Well, one thing I know I got to do, I'll cut it off for that. I got to sharpen the cutter on my beaver. I can tell it's getting dull. It's been a long, long time. I'm telling how much wood I've turned with it since I sharpened it last. I'm going to use a parting tool and take this one and this one down, and take that one down a little bit too. I'm not even sure how much I want to take this one down yet. I'll just stop when I feel like it. Now I'm going to take, while I got the parting tool going, I'm going to take this width, and that's going to be this one. And then I'll do the same thing to that one. What you want to watch here is this profile. Now, I'm not trying to get perfectly round because that is more work. I'm going to need a smaller scraper here. I got one. And we'll wipe it off. And I did a couple little things since I had the camera on. Thought I'd bring you up to snuff. I cut it apart right in here and glued it back together and got rid of that in there. It just didn't look right. Glued me some red buttons in. And the main thing is I just didn't want a red snowman, so what I tried, and I tested it first, and it works good, is I took some latex paint and rubbed it on, and then rubbed it off. And that gives it a pretty nice look. I did a little bit on this back side right here, and I think, it's going to be more of a snowman look to it now. So I'm going to continue that. Then I may wipe it down with water or something. I'm going to go ahead and see this. What I'm doing is just regular latex house paint. I'm going to get it in all these places right in here. It's like that. All right. After it dries a little more, I'll do a little cleaning up and put the arms and the face on it. And as soon as grandson gets done with the lathe, I'll build a hat. Well, after the paint's dried, what I'm doing is taking a piece of 320 and just slightly sanding over it to even it out. And I want some of the grain to show through so that you know it's wood anyway. Take any blemishes where the paint was on top of it, didn't settle out right or whatever. And this will be the head. All right. I think that's enough. Well, I just put a little piece of deer antler in for a nose, and those are little cedar twigs for arms, and I sprayed it with a little bit of fast dry polyurethane. So tomorrow I'll make the hat. Wife's in there looking for a ribbon for her scarf, and we'll color this puppy done. I'll catch you on the next step. Alright, I got the basic SnowMan all done, except for the hat, and I'm getting ready to do it. There it is. I'm not sure how well I like the color, but I just didn't think sort of a cedar colored SnowMan would be appropriate. So what I'm doing now is I've got a block of walnut here, and I have put it on a waste block. I'm getting ready to hot glue it on it, and then I'm going to turn it into a top hat. But anytime you do this and use hot glue, the only thing I got to say about it is both woods have to be dry wood. It does not work on wet wood. So when you put it on, some people say put a gob in the middle. I don't ever do that because first off, I generally forget. But in second place, I don't really think it's needed. So you want to put a generous amount here. I'm going to come around here where I can get to it a little better and had to put a new stick in. But you have to always do it right here. You have to sort of keep it like it turned up like this, because while it's hot it'll run off. A little bit more. And give it a second, because if you don't, I guarantee it'll hit the floor. I don't know, this is a pretty hot, it's a pretty good glue gun. It's 750 watts, so that's pretty good. And I'm not stingy with it. I've yet to have one break loose. And I've done some hard turning on them too. Give this a chance to cool off, and then we'll commence turning. So I'll catch you when I start that. Well, I don't know if you saw it or not, because I'm not real sure the camera was on, but anyway, there's the top. I had the brim on the top, and I caught too much of it and busted it off, so I put it on the bottom. No big deal. I just have to work a little bit more to get it concaved in there, but I can do that with power tools. So that's it right there. Next step, I just put sealer on it, so next step is going to be to saw it off of here, and then I'll do a little bit of sanding with power tools to get my concave thing back. A little sanding and a little finishing and gluing on the top, and this bad boy will be done. Catch you in a little while. Well, I was able to get the hat in a chuck, and go ahead and turn the bottom out here if I'm careful. Well, I hope you found that interesting. Here's the end product. It was all cedar, and I put the white sort of a wash on it because I wanted to have sort of an old look to it, like a wore out look. And I'm quite pleased with it. It looks like it was grandma's or something like that. So tell everybody Merry Christmas for me. Tell them to also subscribe and tell them to give me a like, and I will catch you on the rebound.